So the first thing that's worth noting is that as of June 6, 2022, you are now able to bring your own athletic shoes to RTC. Now when I went through, we had to use the infamous black Go Faster shoes, and they even show up in my A school video. I threw them away after C school because I wanted to get my money's worth out of them, but they're really not the greatest shoes you're ever going to have in your life. Now when I got them at RTC, they not only issued them to me, but they also charged me and everybody else for them. And just like every other uniform item, they're going to give you stuff, but you have to pay for it out of your future checks. It's going to be deducted. So your first couple of paychecks are going to be really small at RTC, but later on, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I guess that people complained about the Go Fasters being uncomfortable and causing injuries, and even in the official Navy instruction, it says that it's in an effort to reduce running-related injuries that they're making this change, the authorization of civilian shoes that you bring to boot camp. So if you decide to bring your own shoes to boot camp, there is a criteria that you have to follow in order for the shoes to be approved, in order to be used for the runs during boot camp. So in order for the shoes to be used during boot camp and be approved for the runs, number one, they need to be stenciled. And what I mean by that is your name and your division number needs to be on the inside of the shoe. So like every single item that you're issued in boot camp and use in boot camp has your name and division number on it. Now, it might be tempting to try to write your name in the shoe before you get to RTC. Do not do that. Now, when you get there, they're going to give you a little stencil kit. They want you to use that little machine to stencil things. Now, if you show up there with your name already on the shoe, it might not get approved. They might just throw them into the take it back home with you bin or the pick it up after you are done with boot camp box, your Diddy box. If you want the shoes to be used during boot camp, leave it blank, but you have to be okay with them being stenciled, meaning your name is going to be stamped on the inside of the shoe in order to use it during training. Number two, they have to be a running shoe, not a casual shoe. And specifically in the instruction, Vans and Air Jordans are named as shoes that are not approved. They have to be a running shoe that is not casual. Number three, they have to have laces. So no non-lace shoes, no speed lace shoes, and no Velcro. And number four, they need to be in good taste in terms of the color and the pattern on the shoe. So like, I don't mean like Joan Rivers is going to sit there and judge the fashion of your shoe, the laces, the colors, and all that. What I mean is they're looking for shoes that are going to be in good taste with wearing them with the rest of the physical training uniform. So you can't have bright red or bright green, crazy colors, crazy patterns, bright colors. They want like solid white, solid black, dark blue, dark red, stuff like that. Now when you get to RTC, just have the shoes that you want to wear during boot camp with you and just hold them up to the RTCs and be like, hey, these are the shoes that I want to use during boot camp. And if they're approved, they're going to stay with you. And if they're not approved, you have the option of either donating them, throwing them away, or putting them into the Diddy box and you're going to get them back at the end of boot camp. Just a word of advice, I don't recommend bringing highly expensive or rare shoes to RTC. They're going to get used, they're going to get banged up, they're going to get stolen potentially, either during boot camp or after when you get to A school. Just avoid all of that. Get some shoes that work, or just use the black Go Fasters that they give you. Regardless of if you bring your own shoes to RTC or not, you're still going to be issued the black Go Fasters by the Navy in order to comply with the Berry Amendment, which, long story short, just means the U.S. military receives and is issued equipment that is made in the USA.